I had to configure a color source to hide the suffering because I think this this is either going to be an exceptionally easy game or suffering or both. So I moved to the middle of the Pacific. I have put this little color source to hide the country. It's not as suffering as some decisions I've had, but those tend to be short suffering. This feels like it's going to be long suffering. So I decided to stream again. Okay. Let's turn that up so I can have, so there can be some sound and I can adjust it from here. Ta-da! And that's gone now. There is... There we go. That looks sensible. Are we ready? There. So why do I think this is going to be suffering? Well, this is tribal, but it's not like North America where the tribal is really like, where it's a place I know and it's like my history, so I'm like, ooh, fun. But there's a lot of sitting around doing fuck all and then dying to Europeans. Here, this feels like it's going to be a lot of the same, but longer. So what do we do? Well, we're going to need to try to make a little island fortress. I can get rid of the color source now. Rah. So what have we got? We're Alcharinga, whatever the hell that is. We are Aboriginal. We have Aboriginal ideas, which starts with stability costs down and tolerance of the true faith up, which, okay, cool. We get some prestige, development. This all feels very generic. So it doesn't seem like we really get much in the way of any advantages. Our tech group is not great. And we are all the way back here. Yeah! So... Rando hates me. I do not think I was. Yay! I'm glad to know it's going to be miserable. I'm still mad because apparently there was a big discussion about banning piracy that I wasn't a part of, and the entire reason I accepted the nation I was given was with the thought of, oh, I can make a little pirate nation and then aim at maximizing piracy in as many nodes as possible and then lose. So I haven't really done any JJ Core MPs at all after that. Okay. So, tell me about this religion. Dip rep, shock penalty for enemies. So, yay. What is going on here? Who are my friends? We've got Camilore sitting for the time being in a 13 dev. Oh my god, the dev is so high here. 8 dev, 13, 14, 14. Oh my gosh, the dev is so much higher than the US. 12, 8, 8, 8, 8. Are they trying to make up for there being, like, not very many provinces? That's certainly what it looks like. Okay, at least you can go all the way around. Alrighty, do I have my add tribal land button? This is already my tribal land. Okay, so I do have my tribal land button. We are a clan council. Land, oral, martial. Okay, so we've got some ability to add tribal land here. Tribal dev. Codified power. Oh, we can't settle. There isn't the settlement option. We don't have the settlement option. Settles tribal land, so we settle our tribal land then. Oh, there we go. Trading with foreigners, that's a settle early. Okay. And it gives us a core creation cost down. And our alternatives are not super great. We have the federations op. These only make sense in the area of the Northeast. These don't even make sense in the Plains or in the Rockies. Because this is like a Northeastern thing. I don't even know. I don't know if it was a Southeastern thing or not, but fairly sure there weren't like those things. That's us. We are the Australian Iroquois. Freaking how to Sassone right here in the traditional tribal lands. Look over there, it's the Wendat. With the Anishinaabe. Fucking Powhatan down here. Okay. I'm going to need a federation. Who's going to become the federation? You will, sure. You can be in my federation for now, I say. Yeah. But I will be a little aggro in my claiming if I can. Good, I can't yet, but this way I can be a little aggro. Couple freaking transports. How about we don't spend money on you? Oh, we get a cult. That's nice. I would like army morale up. Yay crow. I don't know enough about Australian religion to know if that matters. I will not do stability yet. Okay. And then who else can join our federation? Down here. You can join our federation. And you know what? I think we'll go north and we'll invite everyone in the south to our federation. We can just invite everyone to our federation. Have a great big peacetime. We can't invite you, it looks like. I'm gonna reach across to people I'm not gonna mess with anytime soon. Oh my god, we really can just get everyone in the Federation. There's no way this is going to go badly. Yep, there we have it. I do believe that is everyone in the Federation. Ah. Yay! Peace in our time. What's this one world government stuff? Hard? No. Simple. Easy. We just did it. This is the entire world and everyone is part of the common federation. See? There's a bit of a perfume shortage, but you know, hard times just happen sometimes. Core that land. We'll hang out until we have enough to core it, and then we'll move. Yeah, that's gonna be my, I think, line. It's gonna be... Is that too loud? Okay. Oh, the coin clicking is loud. Yeah, well, we can fix that. There we go. Less coin clink. Yeah, I think, like, the northern border of Iman is going to be, like... Unless you're really good. You're not. 5-3. You're kind of good. You're not. I may make that and then go up and have this, leave this here for the peasants in the south. Is coin clicking better? Yes. Now that you've mentioned it, I can't not hear it. I hate that noise so much. I used to have a mod that got rid of it, and then it, like, expired. Give me the admin points. Now it's time to decide, and I think the decision is... greed. Yay, greed! I mean, it's not like we need tech. We're all friends here, right? What is everyone doing? Everyone's just sitting there. Which makes sense. Mass migration is not the right strategy generally, but also it lets you paint your map really sort of semi because of that, so I like it. I can see how this could be a fun, like, multiplayer mode. Everyone, you get everyone stuck into one of these. Gosh, whoever's stuck down here is gonna have a time. Okay, it should be about time to check up here. Woo, gold there. We can sit here and eat gold for a bit. Got incense, naval supplies. We've got some good trade goods. This is silly, eh? But it's so obvious that they put very little effort into thinking about this area beyond as a place to colonize. Okay, music might be a little loud too. They put a lot of effort into the mission trees. I don't even look at my mission tree. This looks very generic. We have the standard high income route. We have the Dharma, so we get oh, the Hawaiian one is fun. We get a bonus for becoming like Hindu or Buddhist. By doing lots of trade, we get something. Mission: engage in Makassar trade, unify Palwa, etc. Engage in Makassar trade. There we are. Okay, so if we're the best in Australia, yay. If everything in Tasmania is ours, if we have Sulawesi, if we have a big naval limit, humiliate our rival, take China, start being not that religion. So if we do all that shit, we gain a new cult. All these is unlock cults. Conquer the world and win more gods. Oh my god, it's just like my religion IRL. Unlock the cult Islamic Dreaming. Have some religion, some Christians here. Modernize. Aw, no cult there. If we get our prestige up, which it isn't, we're going to need to force it up to get that. So our next goal is to find a way to gain prestige. We are not making enough money to gain prestige. I don't think. We don't even have a prestige person. They're all too expensive. We need to find a way to get prestige. Oh no. I like this map mode because I can see my tribal land in that nice yellowish green. That's so comfy. We're doing some alliances. Should I actually get alliances? Yeah, I should probably get a couple actual alliances. I don't know who I just offered it to, so we're gonna... Yeah, we'll get one with you. I remember the Hawaiian one being silly, I just don't remember what it was. Lord Howe Island? That's... The name of that is named after one little island. Let's go down there. I have one more alliance. Sure, we'll keep our alliances going in the south and generally migrate north. When peace runs out, it will be war in the north. Oh, we've got a 235. That's not shabby. There we go. Now we're gaining some prestige. That's what I like to see. Let's kill our economy for a bit. That's basically our best province in our tribal territory right now. Should we go up? Yeah, you're really kicking it with that 14 dev province there. That's a lot, buddy. I have greed. You will be spared for now. Let's get reform progress from buildings, because I like reforms. I like not being tribal, actually. As nice as being tribal would be IRL, the fun things in the game are being a terrible person and, you know, leveraging and exploiting the population to be a terrible person. And that's just so much easier when you're a monarchy or a republic. I don't even have estates. How lovely. Oh gosh, we have max federation cohesion. Yeah, totally. It's not like my ancestors' tribe got torn apart by a conflict of interests between like the people who wanted us to convert to Christianity versus the people who wanted us not to convert to Christianity versus the people who really wanted to murder all the Iroquois. Who were just like, fuck the House of Sassania. Federation favor growth. Tribal dev growth. I like that one. Pax Americana in Australia. Okay. Let's get that tribal development. Thank you, tribal cohesion. Come on, everyone. You can stay and keep the tribal cohesion going up. Yeah, we're huge. The cohesion's rising. It's fine. That's already tribal land. That's 6 dev right now. That's 3 dev. It'll get us closer to coming back around to our areas that don't suck. And then we can just kind of migrate up and down the coast and just fuck the interior. Yeah, I think I will. I will start making my way towards shit sucking less. Sure, give me base tax. I love increasing the quality of these territories. Let's go. Especially this one. This one is not a bad one to make better because no one's gonna even get it for a while. And it's a desert, so we have like dev cost sucks, but like, don't you get a defensive bonus in desert? Or am I just imagining that? I think I might just be imagining that. Desert's flat. There's no defensive bonuses in deserts. There's no such thing as knowing where the safe oases are and where they're not, and like strategically fleeing and leading your enemies on a like wild goose chase so that they just run out of attrition. No, no, it's not like Saladin managed to frickin' do his whole deal with that technique. I've never heard of a horse. What is a horse? Hey, we have better boats. Who cares about boats? This is the entire world, and like, yeah, we need boats for fishing, but that's all you need boats for. It's not like there's anyone to trade with. It's not like there's any people to talk to. There's like a couple little islands, like up here, Tiwi's hanging out on an island. That's a little silly of them, but you know, all power to them. There's some folk here in Yolngu hanging out on an island. That's neat of them. These folk down here, P-Rapper, the Piss Boys have a couple of islands. They've got like 4 of them potentially. I feel so bad. They're probably not pronounced that way. Woo, mercantilism. What is that name? I shouldn't be teasing. It's like, it's Pierre Hopper or something. It's like, okay. Hey, Palua. Where's Palua? Oh, P-Rapper's the province. The people are Palua, and they moved. They moved down here to Paraderme. Okay. They heard me making fun of this province name and they left. Woo. Give me them swarms. Give me that tribal land. Give me that Federation cohesion. Wow. Just, what is this? All Federation members will be integrated. I need all the other ones, and not to be migratory, but oh my gosh. That's... And we don't really have that many penalties to cohesion. Like, this does not seem... This is generally something a little silly in the America, but this does not seem that impossible. Let's go ahead and favor growth, attrition, institutions, settlement cost. Let's get favor growth. And we have 1.6 a month increase still. We're gonna have increase. We're gonna have an increase. We are going to have an increase even at like all of those. This is just gonna happen. The unification of Australia under us is just gonna happen. Oh gosh, I was expecting this to be much more sit around and do nothing. I was not expecting it. Well, I mean, it is still kind of sit around and do nothing because we're just kind of circling. Um, yeah, sit around, watch number go up, and then click button and have Australia. Hopefully, I mean, and these guys are already starting to migrate. So like, you haven't yet, and you haven't. You have these two up here haven't. Like, a few of these people have started to migrate. So that means that there's increasing potentiality to just have everything be in someone's tribal land and settled when we push the button. Wow. What is this? So this is actually a pretty okay province after that event. So we'll hang around until the devastation gets nasty. What the heck? I mean, we're still gonna just get destroyed by Europe, probably, but the potentiality of being a unified Australia when we go down is funny to me. Let's get that +3 stability. I'm only keeping these troops around in case of... Well, we don't even have rebels. We don't even have unrest. Why am I even paying for troops? I'm so tempted to push... No, it's going to cost me... I need to project power for everything. Wow, peace, love, trust in our time. Let's project power. Put Jera here in charge. We can march the army back and forth through the desert, because apparently there's no penalty to that. Hey! We'll just do that. That's fine. Sunset invasion. Hey! This is not racist looking at all. That looks like a scary Mongolian stereotype. Our prestige is still increasing. Give us more prestige, game. And then we can unite the tribes this way, somehow. And then we'll immediately be able to get you. And then we don't have any subjects. So I don't know how that benefit will be. So we're not going to be able to get benefit for uniting the home area or the home region for a while. Unless we acquire subjects somehow. Who? What do we want? I think I want tribal land costs down, but also there's only a couple more provinces for us to add. Maybe we should get reform con. Yeah, let's get reform progress. We only have a couple more provinces to add to our territory because these provinces are big. I will probably start migrating into some of these provinces here if these folk don't take them, but these provinces are big, these provinces are wealthy, there's these huge wastelands blocking a lot of it, so like, I don't think I need that cost decrease like I was initially thinking I might. I was initially expecting we'd only get a couple people in the south in our federation, and then we'd be doing a lot of fighting with these northern folk, but God, it would really suck to be Yolngu though, because Yolngu is just like stuck there and still eating devastation. Like, they still get devastation even though they can't go anywhere. That's hilarious. Like, at least you can migrate in rotation around the island. Oh no. We lost the stability. Whatever we do, we'll make the button go up. So yeah. Palwa can just rotate around the island. There's plenty of room down here for people to rotate. You can even rotate between these three. Because, like, that's a pretty good province. That's, like, 10 with your capital. That's 13. That's even 8. Like, this is not a bad 3 cycle. That's Garbo, so you'd want to rush through it, but you can be able to cycle there. They have a cycle here, like, you've got a cycle there. Like, everyone's got a cycle that they can run, except for these 3 up here. You kind of have to go back and forth. You kind of have to go back and forth, and these 2 are stuck. That's so bad for them. Let's get goods produced. That should help. You know, trivially. Yeah, I'm kind of... Oh. Oh. You moved. And you came here. This is Tiwi tribal land. This is Larakia tribal land. Oh. The peace might start having trouble here. How much is Larakia going to be bad? Oh, Larakia just told them to fuck off, and they did. Gosh. The devastation sucks. And tribes devastating land. Number 1, racist. Although I do get what they're trying to capture there. They're trying to capture the migratory village and farming pattern. But implying it's devastation? Like, I don't know. Woo! Even better boats. And soon we can start drilling the military. Who needs feudalism? What even is that? I don't know what that is. Hey, folk, friends. And if you know what this feudalism thing is, no one here knows what that is. Do we need it to reform our government? We do. Is there anything stopping us? Thank you. Is there anything stopping us from embracing? Doesn't seem like it. Migratory tribes. So yeah, we can't dev up feudalism as long as we're migratory, but once we settle, we should be able to just grind up feudalism and then reform our government. Yeah, I need admin points. I don't need everything else, but I do need admin. We're a little behind on it, and we're going to have to spend it to core. I keep saying core. To claim a couple of these provinces. Ooh. God damn. The game just wants Yagalingu to be awesome. This makes incense. It has great tax, it has great trade. Great in quotes. Just thanks, game. Devastation's getting up there. But also, it seems like we can still kind of just sit here for a while. Can devastation go above 100%? If we're still making money at 100% devastation, no, we're not gonna just sit there. That would be silly. Oh, hey, you came over here and started fucking with Larakia too. Devastation just got too high over there. Need to let it cool down. Well, Devastation's still pretty nasty there, too. Yeah, that Devastation's getting a little high. Let's migrate over. Add it to our tribal land. Nope. We're still pretty okay. That gives us a nice little blob. I'm not sad about that. I appreciate that you went here to kind of cut off their tribal land, and they have plenty here. I left Eamon for them. You've got plenty. You've just moved. Wait. Warrund. Whatever happened to peace in our time? You had plenty to go around, and you have to go... Okay, I know it's because you get better tribal development when you do that, but still... Gosh. Do these people not understand the importance of peace and love and friendship? Palwa is stronger than us. So we're losing some there. How do we become stronger? Probably by having our fleet. We need to keep our fleet. How many can we afford? It's 0.97 for... So we could afford 10 easy. Except we can't afford to build them. Fine, we'll build some fleets so that you guys aren't so much stronger than us anymore. We can have our cohesion increase. Ugh. How are we coming along here? Next reform is in 75. So that's 7 years. We can drop migration growth, increase travel development growth. We won't be able to settle. We can pick settle, which lets us settle things. Which lets us settle down development into tribal land. We no longer cause devastation. It becomes more expensive to add tribal land. Get less governing capacity. Get more institution spread. And we can start grinding out feudalism. Warband, I don't see a need for warband. So it's really a question of, do we want to grind out feudalism and start developing our land with our excess points? Or do we feel like we need to seize more territory? Honestly, I think the people in our tribes are doing more for us. So just being able to settle our tribal land is going to do wonders. Is that the best decision? Maybe not, but I think it's going to be a good idea. I could see you planning to go into Batajala there. Don't dare, bestie. Don't dare. Go to Eamon. Yeah, Eamon's not great, but you can go around to camera. But you can go right back here. Actually, you can go right back there. You should loop around here and add them to your tribal land first. Bestie. I know they're terrible, but you should get them into your tribal land. We're maxed out relationships with everyone. How great. The world's great. Do we have royal marriages we can do? No. We can embargo people. Why would we want to? Oh, you're not in our federation. Well, we should fix this. You should join our federation. And so should you. Everyone should be in our federation. Look at that wonderful federation. We're capped out at 100% benefit. See? Everything is good. There is peace. This is so stupid. They really didn't, like, play this way with the AI, did they? What is it? You don't have any ability to vassalize anyone. Darn. Oh. Back to just making random people love us as much as they can. Keep everyone topped off. We got a couple people stronger than us still. Well, we can have one more of you, so we should. And then if we can afford it, we should probably get a couple more of you. That should be enough power projection to ensure everyone that Myanjin deserves to sit on top of this totem pole. They even have totem poles. That's like a Pacific Northwest thing. What is this game? Woohoo! Let's grab Pax Americana. Yay! And we have a feudal monarchy. Isn't the world wonderful? Sure. Devastation goes up so fast. I am tempted to settle down just to end devastation because I don't like devastation. Do I think you'll claim these is the question. Okay, you going up here is just such a dick move. Just why did you do that? No. Our stability. Camilori! Why are you like this? Oh, that's Aora. Camilori. Why are you being like this? Tisk tisk. How rude. See, our Federation cohesion is... Oh god, a lot of people are stronger than us. Get that Federation favor growth. Why is everyone stronger than us? 3, 5, 5. We also have 5. Is it a tech thing? It's probably a tech thing. They probably hit tech 4. Who's stronger than us? But, Yunga. No? We just hit tech 4. Maybe that fixes this. No? Camilori is stronger than us. How? How are you stronger than me? $16 dev versus 15? Maybe. I mean, you do have 16 versus 15. Like, you do have more, but it's not like I can dev up. I can't do anything about that. I have a bigger army than you do. I have a leader, and you don't. I have a navy with an admiral, even. Okay. 654 543 332. Okay, yeah. We'll settle here. Oh, what's going on in the wiki? What's the wiki say? What is stronger than me? Mean. Max manpower. Well. So in other words, they took warband. Or martial. No, they took warband. And taking warband would get that up. But if I hit this... No, you're right, that doesn't. Well, you know what? I'm going to hit settle down. They might build a building, but you know what I can do now? I can hit that dev button. Stalled at 0. What? It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that anywhere. And I have to embrace feudalism. Oh my god. I fucking hate this system so goddamn much. Hi, instead of incentivizing you to behave in a way that is suboptimal versus the Europeans, it says how much I'll increase when I dev. Where? This is, I have, cool. So it doesn't increase, and it doesn't tell you why it doesn't increase. You just have to know. I have ranted before about the deeply racist fucking way they treat tribal mechanics and tribal activities in this game, right? The way that they neglect to treat the way cultivation occurred. Like, the devastation mechanic, I kind of get what they're trying to influence and migrate there, but like, it implies that the tribes were just some deadly force that destroyed nature and moved on, and that is not what happened. You had cultivation, you had herd count limits, you had maintenance of the forest land, pruning of underlying weeds to encourage growth of foods that you wanted. Like, you would plant you'd harvest the berries and you'd plant more berries along parts of the places that you just want more berries. So when you came back, there'd be more berries. Like, the primary reason for migration was kind of a recognition that you needed a certain amount of bone and hide in order to, make everything work. And so you would move, and that would give, deer populations time to recover. But like that's not devastating the land. That's just, you know, being conscientious stewards. It acts as though, and then, there's this idea that like feudalism is magic and makes you good at science and technology. But like one of the biggest things that held like the technological development of the Americas back is the metals in the Americas are deep metals. There's a little bit of surface copper. There's no surface tin, no surface iron. So unless you like dig a deep mine, you don't get big fancy metal tools. And copper is not as good as obsidian or well-crafted bone as a tool. And it's just like, if you neglect all of that, you kind of mysticize away things like this here. This is only we mentioned already. This is only valid for like the 5 nations, right? And even then, I'm not sure it really models that well. Like, it doesn't model the dual chiefs. It doesn't model some of the other stuff going on. And even then, I don't know enough to criticize it. I do know what it doesn't model is like the trade empire of the Wendat, the way the Wendat Federation operated less as a military like allegiance and more as a sort of, what's the word I'm looking for here? Trade federation. It's more of a trade federation. Like the Wendat Federation was less like this and more like Venice and friends, right? And it's just so frustrating to me. And they keep having to do this because the game needs to preserve its sense of Europe as special, right? It needs to preserve the sense of the glorious nature of Europeans. And, it can do that. It can do that in the face of deving up in China and India to grab, certain institutions, because deving up is expensive and you're going to eventually have other things you want to be doing with those dev points, right? Like, realistically, if you're unifying India, you're not really going to have enough tech to dev up more than like 1 or 2 institutions. So the institution system itself really can start favoring Europe unless you get it spawning naturally where you are. But they run into the problem that player forewarnedness, player awareness can make of the coming Europeans, which we have, can make things just impossible for a European player to take North America. And like this system reflects it. The fact that I can't dev despite settling, or that I can't increase institutions despite settling. Like this even implies institutions will spread because it gives an institution spread bonus. So we can settle development. We're no longer migratory, which is what was stopping us from deving. It says we have a plus 20% institution spread. But nowhere in this is it telling us that we can't get institutions, we can't dev up institutions because we're a tribe. It doesn't tell us here. There's nothing here to tell us that. There's nothing here to tell us that. So the game is, number one, not giving us the information we need to interact with its systems. Number two, misleading us about the systems. Because this was a... because Ford Summit isn't manpower, but still. This would have been a better choice than this. Yeah. So, I mean, I can see why they would do that, because being able to dev up yourself and reform on your own slows you down on starting to prepare for Europeans and doesn't, like, make things woo special. But doing it this way, it means Europe needs to arrive, or we need to hop over here. So it's just really just saying, hey, fuck you if you play in this area. I am flabbergasted. Let me take a look at this list of modifiers. For native tribe, the modifiers are 100% reform progress growth, -2 dip rep, plus 400% province war score cost, does not have estates, fixed rate duchy. Well, that's another thing, because it said right here, unlocks ability to change government rank. I don't have enough development to do it, but so the wiki. Well, I mean, yeah. Tribal land and tribal development may only own one province, may migrate, may be invited to native federations, may not develop provinces as we can. Developing provinces will not cause institutions to spawn. Cool. Where does it tell you that? In game. Where? Like, I believe it because we didn't gain the province increase when we clicked the button. We didn't gain the institution. But oh my god. Just... So really, this is... Okay, so this is how the gameplay goes. This is the gameplay until Europe decides to show up. I may as well, like, leave and, like, I don't know, catch a plane to Sweden and throw rocks through their office windows. They're in Spain now. Like, is it because it's summer? Or did they, like, move the office headquarters to Spain? Because if they permanently move to Spain, then, I have to go to Spain. But if they're in Sweden and they're just on vacation, then that means that there's no one there to stop us from throwing rocks through the windows. EU4 is developed by Paradox Tinto now. Woo! That doesn't matter. Because the game just told us we're not allowed to play until Europe shows up. So, woohoo! Great game! Lovely option! Woo! I knew there would be suffering. But I didn't realize the suffering would be of the flavor of you're not allowed to play the game. I know a lot of the game is sit there and watch number go up, but like, it's sit there and watch number go up while you pull certain levers. And one of those levers is when you're not in Europe, one of the levers is deving institutions. If you don't want people to dev institutions, just turn that off. It's a silly thing. Like, it really is a silly thing. Oh no, we lost an alliance. I really, actually don't care. So yay. I'm gonna go hit rando and find something else, and I'm gonna re-rando until it's not a native tribe. Just... Or if they only want us to be able to play in Europe, just make it so you can only play in Europe. If you only want us... If you don't want us to play in the Americas, don't have them as options. And I know that they added that because people wanted to play and wanted to have interesting games, but that's not interesting gameplay. Not being able to do things is not interesting gameplay. It's like... And there are so many little things you could do to make this better. No, 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 no. You don't understand. Reform progress isn't enough. You must have feudalism to switch to a real government type. That's why I was thinking about deving up and building feudalism. You need to have the reform progress and feudalism. Yeah, so you see why I am so just flabbergasted that they would do that. I'm like, okay, here you can do a little bit. You can do some conquest. But if you're even halfway decent at the game, you can conquer all of this territory swiftly, right? Then there's nothing to do. Rando, give me someone who doesn't piss me off. Yeah, they do. And they, like, when do they get to Australia? Honestly, I was expecting, okay, let's look here. This is, my thought process was, okay, I'm going to have to leave. Number one, you have there. So for me, I would have had to have continued migrating up here, make this my capital, gain colonization, hop across here, or actually I could probably hop to Daru. Then I would be able to hop over here, hit these islands, island hop over, and then hope that there's some feudalism in Brunei that can spread to me. Like, that's basically what the plan would have been. And that's absurd. Hey, the game gave me Provence. We can be one of the gods' favored, enlightened, real humans. The only real humans on the planet. I'm mad. I want to burn Europe to the ground. I'm not good enough to take one of the Mongol tribes and burn Europe to the ground, but I really kind of want to. Just roll over Europe, torch it. Luchistan, no, it's too close to Europe. Jaunpur, nah, I'm kind of not feeling an India game. I'm kind of not feeling anything anymore. Like, that ruined all of my emotions about the game. Like, in an instant. That's random till I get something in Japan. I feel like Japan. Give me something in Japan. Pate. That's something I really wish we had, is like a rando button that goes by region. So I could be like, give me something in Japan. Actually, I could just... we can do the wiki. Hey, let's do that. Okay. EU4 wiki Japan region. No, you don't get my cookies, Paradox. I'm mad at you. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, cool. It lists provinces and not nations. So I don't get to see... Okay, well, you know what? Just provinces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Random.org. Give me a number between 1 and 44. $15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hatekayama in Etchu. Hatekayama in Etchu. Where the fuck is Etchu? There we go. Grr. We're going to be in Japan. We're going to do a Japan game. Japan, at least, has interesting mechanics. As of last time I played properly. At the very least, you're allowed to play the game when you're in Japan. Blah, blah, blah. It's Japan. It's Shinto. We have armies. We tolerate heretics. Blah, blah, blah. We're monarchies, but we have special mechanics. We care about the Empire of China. We're losing a shit ton of money. Are you gonna give us any money? No. What good are you? Okay. I'm mad. I'm gonna make bad decisions if I'm mad, so I need to take a moment. Breathe. Okay. What's our environment right now? Uesugi, strong. What's our region? Our area. Uesugi controls part of our home area. Why am I playing this instead of Shogun? Why am I playing this instead of Shogun? If I want to be in Japan, I should play Shogun. I'd have to download Shogun. Stream's over. I'm going to go download Shogun. Thank you for coming. Bye.